Hey, what's up guys and gals? My name is Ricknineg. Welcome to another lesson. We're going flying today. So today's the earliest I've ever been in for a lesson. It is around 8:45. My lesson starts at 9. It's going to go to 12. I don't know if I went over this, but I basically have, in case you guys are joining me. First of all, welcome to the channel. In case you are new, thank you for subscribing. If you haven't, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. So I have an hour that I start out with ground. What ground means is that you start on the ground. You go in a classroom, just one-on-one with the instructor, and pretty much he gives you some homework, something to read, a chapter, and so you would kind of go over that chapter. You go over past information to see that you retain the information and you don't just forget it after one lesson. And so we pretty much do that roughly an hour, and then we have 2 hours in the plane. Now, because I am just starting out for the most part, it is going to be 2 hours now, but then later it's going to be reduced down to 1 hour. So it's going to be 1 hour of ground, 1 hour of flight, but now it's 3, so 2 hour flights, because you want to get that practice in there. So I'm excited for it today. I did a little bit of radios last time, and it kind of threw me off because we were doing radios, traffic patterns, landings, and takeoff. So it was just a lot. So Sam, my instructor, decided to back off a little bit on that, and I was appreciative of that. Because I don't know, sometimes, like we talked about, it was a little off, and so yeah, hopefully we can get in more practice, get more radio stuff in there. I'm excited to get back in the radios. I was terrified the first time. Now I'm a little more excited. I don't know what plane I'm going to be using because we switch out between 3 planes, but we'll figure it out and we'll see. And like he told me, it's about making mistakes. He said, just don't swear on the radio. That's the only thing you don't need to do. If you mess up, you mess up. They don't care. But if you swear on the radio, that could be a problem. So something to keep in mind. Thank you again for your support through this, and let's go flying.
And you know how to forget all the wrongs and every reason why we've changed. And there's a storm inside my head. It's getting me in trouble, baby, and I can't break away. I thought that I could keep it low, take it easy, take it slow, just like before.
So if you have seen my video, guys and gals, I usually show you a little bit of everything, trying to highlight things here and there, putting more focus on things in one video versus the other. A little bit of post commentary here. You can see behind, you see another blue plane and a female and a male pilot. They would be practicing some aerobatics and safety measures for that. With the pre-flight checklist done, Sam comes over and just double checks my work. 2 things that I forgot, one of them being the front wheel chocks. Basically without that, we can't move forward, so we've got to make sure those are removed. And he was just double checking to make sure we have enough fuel, and also checking to see if we have the proper line of oil, so that we have enough oil in our engine. We also plug in our headsets and make sure that we're properly hydrated.
Yell clear prop.
All right. Clear prop! Now here I'm listening to ATIS, which stands for Automatic Terminal Information Service, and this gives me a continuous broadcast of recorded aeronautical information such as weather, wind, barometric pressure, things like that. And here I'm practicing many times over what to say to Santa Monica ground so that we can get from the position that we are to the southeast corner where we do our run up, which basically fires the engine at a really high rate of speed, so that we can test to see whether it's safe or not to fly. And of course you need clearance from the control tower, and I'm still trying to get all the lingo down and notice the proper language to speak to them. Santa Monica ground, 801 Papa Sierra at Santa Monica Flyers, taxiing to southeast run up with information. Now I can already tell you that my taxiing has improved. It's a little easier to keep on the line, of course, but there was a bit of traffic. You see there was an airplane right in front of me, as well as a decathlon that was on run up, so obviously I was trying to avoid both of those and make a little sharp corner to the left, and then a 180-degree turn where we'd finish at the run up position. So as you can see, I got fairly far. I was able to make a left turn here. However, what kind of threw me off was a decathlon on the left-hand side. I was very careful, obviously trying not to hit it. However, I ran out of momentum and kind of froze, and then Sam got me the rest of the way. Of course, now looking at the footage, I can tell that giving a little bit more gas, holding the left brake completely, and just letting the plane pivot, I could have done the same maneuver myself. But hey, live and learn, right? Santa Monica ground, 801 Papa Sierra at southeast run up to runway 21. After getting clearance, we go from the run up to the actual runway.
Santa Monica Tower, 801 Papa Sierra, holding short of 21 at Bravo for left close traffic. Left close traffic.
So this was interesting because at the takeoff we had to really go out quick because there was another plane coming in. Unfortunately, there was a little bit of an issue with the right rudder. It kept pushing back on us. You're going to notice here how Sam took control of the plane, and look how much it wiggles to the left and to the right. It was a pretty crazy experience, but he got under control.
You did really good.
Thank you.
Really well. So I'm happy.
Well, I felt improvements, even if small, but yeah, good improvements, yeah.
Big improvements.
Like, I feel a little bit more comfortable, like, the gauge of comfort is getting there.
Yeah, I mean, you seem more confident.
Yeah.
Like, there's no doubt about that. Prop to your right.
To my right. Figured out.
Hey guys and gals, I am back. Sorry about the weird lighting, but I'm in shade, have not shade. Anyway, I am back. Today, I want to focus on the positive things, all the good things. No, it was actually a good lesson, in my opinion. The ground, there was a lot of information, like a lot of map information. We were looking at things like sectional charts, and we were looking at altitude. So it's basically like reading these very detailed map with circles and lines and graphs and all these crazy things. But again, it takes practice. So I think that went pretty well. Then we did not one, but 4 landings, guys and gals. I did 4 landings, 4 separate ones. Again, all of them were on my own. Sam told me that he gave about 5% in terms of just for safety, making sure that we were just safe and it dropped and things like that. So 4 landings, not one, but 4. And this is all from takeoff. We would circle around the airport and then come back and land, slow down, speed up all the way, come back and land. So we did that 4 times. We could have done more. We were trying to do 7, but just with timing, there was a brisk wind actually when you would take off close to about 700 to 1,000 feet. There was a brisk wind, and so that would blow the plane everywhere. Makes it a little bit more difficult. All in all, there are things I need to work on, but I can tell you I'm so much better at taxiing. That's with your feet, so you use both feet, one to go right, one to go left. I feel I'm so much better now. Now I'm to the point where I can adjust and regulate based on how much throttle or how little throttle I can use. So I'm getting a lot better at that. I'm getting a lot better at going through the checklist a little faster, not kind of stumbling. At one point I was in the wrong spot. I was doing something totally not related. And then Sam was like, "Are you sure what you're doing?" I was like, "Oh yes, okay, good." But yes, 4 landings basically by myself. That was pretty good. I think the second landing was the best. The second landing, he was like, oh yeah, this is gonna be a great landing. If your approach is good, your landing's gonna be awesome. And so that was fantastic. I was a lot more comfortable overall in the plane. I'm still like extra focused and extra zen, but it's one of those things where I can do the throttle and as well as other things as well. I'm to the point where I can do 2 things at the same time. Sometimes you have to do 4, but I'm getting a lot better at it. Like, I'm to the point where I can tell, you know, if I was this good at it before, now I'm like this much better and so forth. So I'm improving, and I'm actually seeing that. And so I think that's great news. Thank you so much for the support as always. You are wonderful and great. Don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up as always. And yeah, I'm excited for this series. There's going to be a point where I'm going to be flying in the plane alone, and I'm going to be able to take you a little bit more along with me, in the sense of, you know, it's going to be a little easier with the instructor there. It's a little difficult. Not that he says anything, he's really welcoming to it. But the thing is, I'm so focused. So up until the point where I'm by myself on the plane, which I'm a ways off, but it'll be here before I know it. It'll be easier because I already know what to do. It'll be already routine. And so that'll give me a little bit of time even to talk to you guys, like while I'm flying. And I have a setup for that. So again, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a big thumbs up. Thank you for the support. And don't forget, guys and gals, be hopeful.